Assalamualaikum, dear our lecturer and fellow classmates. Me and my group mates are going to present about our proposal on a community service project. So our team is consisting of 5 group members, which are Haris Ifan, Tuan Mohamad Hafiz, Shafi AZRIL, Muhammad HAMDI, and me, Zul Hafiz.
The name of our program is Record with Special Students. To begin with, the techniques of recitation of Al-Quran are vital things for the Muslim in this world. Reading Al-Quran is not just reading a book, but it is a holy book that has its own rule to read it. So we need to read by the correct tajweed and clear pronunciation. So it is an obligation for each Muslim to learn how to read Al-Quran. We do not want Muslims to be left out to learn the techniques of reciting Al-Quran. In this program, we want to teach special needs students who have some disabilities that probably affected their ways to read Al-Quran. By collaboration with strategic partners such as IDS Autism Center and Kuliah of Education students, we will work together to have ECOG classes with special students. Then our team will come up with a module to teach ECOG for the special needs students.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Harith IRFAN HUSRIN 1926065. So I will share with you the objectives of the program. There are four. First is to uphold the observance to recite Al-Quran, meaning that we can say that by through observing we can know how to teach and how to learn read Quran. Second is to give exposure towards special students about Al-Quran reading skill and pronunciation. So it's a fair chance. It's a fair chance that we were to provide, even they are special students, special needs students, they still have the opportunity or the chance, to read Quran. Third is to have the skills and technique to teach special students to recite Al-Quran. So here we are focusing on the facilitators, to the teachers, so they can learn the skills, the techniques that as a teacher they're gonna teach special students. They still have the way that they can teach them. And lastly is to come out with a module called Learning Iqra Special Students Edition. So for normal students, it's very common. There are many ways that we can teach them reading Quran, starting with Iqra until Quran. But for special students, we must have a specific method. So through this program, we will show or come out with a specific module to help those students, special students, so they can have the chance to read Quran. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad Shafi AZRIL, metric number 1912733, and I will explain about the target group for this program. So this community service program is actually recommended to 10 students from IDS Autism Center from Rawang, Selangor. We choose these targeted participants, which are considered as special needs students, because we believe that quality education should be accessible to everyone without considering about their disabilities or so what. And this program also recommended to 10 facilitators from Kuliah of Education co-ed students, because we want to open the opportunities and provide teaching skills for them to use the knowledge and advantages that they have in order to help people in need of education.
For the tentative of our program, actually our program will be conducted for almost 2 months, starting from the end of June until the middle of August. So there are going to be several phases, starting from the first one, which is to find quality facilitator among quiet students. This will be conducted for a week, starting from 20th of June until 26th of June. There will be the interview or filtering process, so that we can have a very good facilitator who are suitable. And moving on to the next phase, begin on 29th of June until the 11th of July. It is for the training for the facilitator, where they will join special student class to observe how their real teacher is teaching, how the teaching skill they are going to learn. And then each pair of facilitator are going to need to create one teaching method and to consult with an Iqra teacher from the ideas. So this is the date of the so-called training. Begin with 29th of June. The first class with Iqra teacher from ideas, and for the next one, 6th of July for the second class, and for the third class on the 13th of July. Moving on to the next phase, which begin on 19th of July until 11th of August, where the real learning process will happen. So each facilitator will have only one special student to teach the basic Quranic recitation. And then the class will be conducted twice a week through online learning, such as Google Meet, Zoom. So we have for 4 week of them. And for the first week, we are going to have the class on the 19th and 21st of July. For the second week, on the 26th of July and 28th. For the third week, 2nd and 4th August. And for the last week, the class are going to be conducted on 9th and 11th of August. Upon completion of the classes, we are going to have a closing ceremony or Khatam Quran as uh, as common practice in our community. That is going to be conducted on 12th of August.
Okay, next we move to the budget for our proposal. So we expect for the expected expenditure, we are focused on the four components. The first one is the allowance for the facilitator, which is important. We have 10 facilitators, so we got 120 per one person. We will pay for them. So the budget will be going to 600 ringgit. And the second one is the module set, which is we create the book. The budget maybe we can go up to the 60 ringgit. And then for the printing services, the printing also we got 10 people, so they have one printing service for them, so we got 12 ringgit 12 ringgit per one printing service, so we got 120 ringgit. And the last one for our expenditure is the certification, so we got the plaque and also the certificate, which allocate about 95 ringgit. Okay, so that was the expenditure that we have proposed. And then for the income, we have found that we got three sources of our income. The first is from the kuliah of education. We will propose for them. We try to get from them 75 ringgit. And then for the sponsorship, we got the sponsorship from the two companies. The first one is Persatuan Kebudayaan Malaysia Tuti Culture Association, MTCA. They give us 200 ringgit, and then the Patriot Publishing Sdn Bhd, they also giving it has been honor, so they give us 400 ringgit for our project. And then the last one, we want to fulfill our budget, so we make a fundraising which we target up to 200 ringgit. So the allocate will be 875 ringgit for our project.
Moving on to the rationale, this community service program is created with a purpose to provide a medium for the autism students from IDEA's Autism Center to learn basic reading skills and knowledge about Al-Quran recitation. And there is no rule that says disabled people cannot read the Quran. Indeed, disabled people who read the Quran get the same hikmah and even more reward for people who try hard to read the Quran. They have the right to learn about Kalamullah, Al-Quran, and we need to give them the chance to do so. Actually, Islam also encourages its followers to teach the Quran because such acts are classified as the best of human beings. خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه. Those participants who are having difficulty reading the Quran will be given guidance with appropriate approaches by facilitators to ease their learning process in familiarizing with the Quran recitation in order to pick their interest and encourage them to pursue further study into the Al-Quran, Kalamullah. Thank you.
In conclusion, we really hope that this program will be benefit for the society and we can serve to them. This is the program that uphold dunya and akhirah, also can be a medium for us as Muslims that hold as responsibility as Khalifa by spreading the teaching of Quran, even the basics. And that's all from us. Thank you for spending your time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.